So we got GNT up, and then what
Yep.
was the next one?
Lad McConkey for Rob Gronkowski.
All right.
What's up, K-Bach? See, you just
I was
popped
gonna
in
say
the chat.
Lad was a nice little value here too, buddy. Frankly,
Yeah. You
right?
got Bo Nix and Lad. Just 2 picks.
Damn. Okay. Gotta respect it.
Can't be mad.
Where are you at with the Ladster?
He's made himself some proverbial dynasty money.
Dude, he has, Mike. He has soared to a place that I liked the prospect, honestly, like relative to what he was. Right, I loved what he did at the combine. I loved a lot of the things, honestly, but I would have told you there's no way. And like even in a game where Herbert does absolutely fucking pathetic, he gets himself a nice ass game in there. You know,
He still eats. He's the only fucking one who did eat. Man. This is the tough thing, right? Because it's a prospect you and I both loved coming in. Like, you and I were big Lad guys, right? This goofy-looking white wide receiver who just happened to be just as athletic as Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson, which people didn't want to hear. Like, that was his athletic comps.
I mean,
he just didn't look like it, right? He
sure.
looked like
he was just like he was a little more sneaky, you know.
Well, no, he looked like Woody Harrelson's character from White Man Can't Jump. That's what he. That's what he looked like.
He got like every comp of all those slot receivers that just like were not athletic, right?
He looked like fancy Hunter Renfrow, who was basically out of the fucking league.
Renfrow, Amendola, you know, all these guys.
Good Lord. So he was nice, and then when he started to ascend and get to this point, and now we're talking about a dude who's a wide receiver 1 in Dynasty. Consensus. Wide receiver 1 in Dynasty. This is the part that always sucks for you and I, because we look at it through a lens of like,
Theo, you up, my boy.
First off, where Rob took him, perfectly fine. Good spot.
No.
Good value.
Dude, 203 is crazy good, honestly.
Good value. But in the Dynasty community, Lad McConkey being a wide receiver 1 in Dynasty pretty solidly makes me.
I was just going to ask you about this. Lad versus Rome and Marv, where are you at with these two?
I think if you put Lad above Rome, I can get behind that. Like, I can understand that.
I definitely can understand it. I wouldn't do it, but I honestly can totally get behind it. Really?
I'm not doing the Marv thing ever. No.
Ever? What? Meaning at the current time, ever?
At the current time.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, because that opens up Pandora's box if we say ever.
It does.
Even if there's a fire.
Fast forward 9 months, and I'm like, Lad McConkey's wide receiver 1 in Dynasty.
Because,
dude, you never put him up there.
I know it's the fish. I know it's KTC, but dude, Lad is wide receiver. Just think about it. Lad is ahead of AJ Brown right now. There's been enough algorithmic movement. Like, how is that for a fucking word? For Lad McConkey ahead of AJ Brown and Garrett Wilson. Are you fucking out? Are you outside of your damn minds?
Is that a real thing though?
I don't actually know. I'm pretty confident I made it up. It's very possible that it's a word, but it's also highly unlikely because I feel like I just made it up. Sounded great.
I'm Googling.
Algorithmic. I love that.
Well, I did pull up, algorithmic movement also correlates with
algorithmic bias,
algorithmic trading.
Damn it.
And algorithmic bias.
It's real.
It's real. Okay, I get it. Good job. Nice pull.
And so is Lad's movement. The algorithmic movement is crazy.
He's a good lad.
Buddy, Lad is at wide receiver 13, but ahead of AJ Brown and Garrett Wilson, I think is what the piece that needs to be said.
Listen, I don't hate the AJ Brown thing. And maybe this is just me as my Eagles, like Debbie Downer when it comes to fantasy.
Is he going to get traded in real life?
It's just the way this offense functions. It's just the way
or
right now.
Or
now
dysfunction.
It can change.
This guy's reading a book.
He was reading a book when he went fucking 9 for 98 and 2 touchdowns too. So stop.
Jalen Hurts said he'd never seen him read before. He just had the book before.
Here's the crazy thing though. Lad, 15 points per game, pretty good for a rookie.
204 is actually Theo is the 205. Who's 204? Oh, Dirty Bird.
Dirty Bird. All right.
Do the Dirty Bird.
Make your pick if you haven't already, and you might have, and we skipped over it. But Lad, in his rookie year, this weird-looking I mean, he looks weird on the field. Let's not lie. Like with the face mask and like the build.
I feel like the face mask really overemphasizes it. Like
I know the size in the athletic comps have Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson.
Sure.
But maybe it's because he's just a white dude. He doesn't look anything close to them. like as an athlete, he just doesn't. He just doesn't, man. This is my bias coming in. He looks kind of goofy out there on the field, but still, this goofy white boy went 16 games played, 112 fucking targets in a run-first offense, 82 receptions, 1,150 yards, and 7 fucking touchdowns. Like that is.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's fucking chef's kiss kind of shit, man. It is.
It's not bad for a team that runs, you know?
Not bad. Not bad. Especially when Quentin Johnston had a breakout year.
He broke out of the gates. It's like, you know, in track. Oh my gosh. And then he either he kind of hit the while hurdling or took a spill.
Yeah.
Not the same thing.
He did. Man, he did have a hell of a
Jay Jackson comes over the top, not laterally.
Not laterally.
Damn it.
His advanced metrics are actually pretty good across the board, right? I mean,
listen, there's nothing to like tangibly take away from Ladd, from his statistical numbers. I think the reality is, one, do we expect this offense, even as run heavy as it is, to just have this little weaponry for the rest of Dynasty time?
With Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman, yeah, probably.
Really?
Probably. Yeah,
really?
I'm actually being honest, yeah.
Really? All right. Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to like go pay money, but like their offensive core, I mean, we talked way too much about Quentin Johnston because that's the next name that comes up. I mean, the tight end, even if they don't address it early, I think they improve this room, you know?
You know Colston Loveland's going to be a Los Angeles Charger next year. Like, that's
God. Don't.
That's a fucking given. It's a given, man. Colston Loveland, Los Angeles Charger. Book it.